Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today I'm here with a little short and simple video. This shouldn't be too long, but what we are going to be getting into is I'm discussing 3 recent sneaker releases I don't think you should hold on to, and the main reason for this is because just how they've been performing, their sneaker models, we'll get into all of it, and also there's better sneakers to invest in right now. So if you miss out on these ones, if these ones end up being decent, guess what? It's not a big deal because you got plenty of other ones coming up and other ones that are here right now that are better ones to hold. So if that's how you want to think of these as, again, I prefer just, you know, if I got a pair or two, I'm just gonna wear one of them, hold one of them. You know, that's how it usually does. How it usually is what I did for the Ama and airdrop. You know, I kept my personal size, and then, you know, the rest I held. And yeah, that's kind of the situation what I got going on with most of these shoes. Is I like how they look, but it's more of a personal pair. So want to check my Instagrams, any of that, those are down in the description. I always mention this at the start, so I mean, if you've been here, you understand that. Or just, you know, you kind of know, not understand, but yeah, everything's down below, so check that there. Discord, all of it, feel free, it's down in the description. And let's just get into this video right here. So first things first, the main sneaker I want to mention again is the Jordan 12 playoffs. Now, I will say this, if you held this sneaker for a year, it would probably be a decent hold. You would probably make some money on it, probably like 80, 90 bucks. But the reason I'm saying not to hold this shoe, as with any shoe I mentioned, if you only have 1 pair or 2 pairs, it's really not worth it to hold. And that's how I kind of like to think of this shoe, the Jordan 12 playoffs. It's a great pair, but if you have like 10 or 20 pairs, then it becomes a reasonable hold. This is one of those pairs, and I don't like holding 12s. This is a really good pair of Jordan 12s. I just don't like holding 12s because their stock tends to be pretty fair. Same with these. It's not like these were necessarily limited. I bet if you tried to get this release, like if you put full effort towards getting this release, you probably could have gotten some pairs. That's just the honest answer to what I think about this drop, how this one was released. There were several drops for it, different process. A lot of people are talking about pairs, you know, sitting in stores occasionally where they're at. I haven't heard many stories of that, of course, because I'm sure some of y'all would like to know where that's at, since I know I got a lot of fans of 12s here in my chat and, you know, here on my, you know, channel. So yeah, just kind of my first opinion, and looking at the chart too, this is the only reason, again, why it would be a decent one. You can see it rose from February all the way to March right there. That's 30 bucks in a week right there. So it's not necessarily, you know, it's not bad, but you can see these are on the drop right now, and they'll eventually start rising back up. I think the maximum they would go is like right here, 320, 330. So you could make money off the hold, but again, it's one of those ones where you gotta have more pairs for it to be worth it. So is it a bad hold? No. But is it a bad hold if you only have 1, 2 pairs? Yeah, it is, in my opinion. But if you have like 5, this becomes a really good hold, because again, they can have room down the line. Down the line, I think these will do well. Right now though, it's in the air. But obviously they're reselling right now. That's not like hieroglyphics or anything. You can read and see these are doing well. By the way, a recent shoe that's been surprising me, Pine Green Jordan 3. I remember when a lot of people were telling me the Pine Green Jordan 3s wouldn't rise, and I just gotta say I'm very surprised too, because, you know, I made that call. I thought they would rise, and to say the least, Pine Green Jordan 3s are on the rise right now in certain sizes. So another one, Jordan 1 Brotherhood right here. Now, I am so shocked by how much the shoe flopped. I gotta be real. I did not expect this shoe to flop like this. I thought it was clean. I thought the colorway was not half bad. I thought it was a little bit out there, but it represented something. It represented Michael Jordan's fraternity brotherhood when he was back in college. So you know, I thought since there was a meaning to the shoe, you know, in a little bit, it would go for a bit more. But right now at $190 to $210 or $215, very you know, underpriced. And I'm just thinking, since it's so low in value, it's not going to be worth it. It shows you the demand for this pair is really just not there. I mean, it might be there, you know, a little bit. Like, let's go look at all the sales. Let's see, how many sales do we have? 5,300 sales. So yeah, the demand really isn't like fully there for this shoe, I feel like. And that's kind of the situation I feel like that's been going on with Jordan 1s recently. I don't feel like Jordan 1s have been as hyped, mainly the Jordan 1 highs. Jordan 1 lows are doing really well right now, but Jordan 1 highs, I feel like right now, are not doing as well. But doesn't mean they're going anywhere. Just keep that in mind. By me saying the sneaker model isn't, you know, doing well right now, stuff like that, like there's going to be other ones that of course will you know, still do good for that sneaker model, just based off its collab, its design, you know what I mean? Because people still do rock, of course, with the design aspect of sneakers fully, not just for its resale value, whatever it is. If it's an actual good looking pair of shoes, it'll do better on resale, and it will do better just, you know, in terms of people's opinions and reviews. So that's just one I wouldn't hold right now. I mean, it's at its low point, so if you wanted to think of it and pick it up, go ahead. But I don't know, I don't think this is really one that's worth your time right now. It's like, for the personal collection, yeah, absolutely, go ahead. But in terms of like an actual hold, it's just based off its current progress of just going straight down, decreasing sales, like 180 for a size 10. I mean, yeah, people are selling these for retail. People aren't making money selling these. So there you go, that says enough. And I mean, also the Jordan 1 Rebellion Air, I'll just give this little, you know, quick little, if you're here watching this video, I'm gonna give you a little freebie right here. If you have this pair right now, sell it. Do not hold on to it. There's a lot of drops coming up for that pair. I think it looks too weird also, the Rebellion Air. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, but I think it kind of looks like trash. I'm sorry. I don't know if the shoe represents something, or if the shoe, aside from representing something, I don't know if it's supposed to mean something, but from what I can see on it, from the Rebellion Air, this just look for me right here. This look on a sneaker, I don't know. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. So aside from the Brotherhood and Rebellion Air mentioned right there, the Jordan 5 Racer Blue, I've mentioned this one in the past right here. And of course, while this could be a safe long-term bet, just like the first one I mentioned, which was, that's some bad memory right there. But yeah, Jordan 12, the playoffs right there. But basically looking at the Racer Blues, I think again, it could be a similar type situation, but if you only have 1-2 pairs, it's not gonna be worth it your time to hold, you know, this pair, just because again, it's one of those ones where 5s really aren't in demand like that. Of course, it is a good colorway because it is the Racer Blue one, but we've seen this, you know, before. We've seen this with plenty of other sneakers. It's just that they've put this one under Jordan 5. They've changed it up a little bit with that, but in terms of, you know, the actual uniqueness of the sneaker, it's not much that different, you know. And I think just in terms of everything to do with this shoe, it's not like it's a bad pair. It's just, you know, the market, it's a very defined market for this one, you know, and it looks like the pairs are doing well. You can see like at 230, 240, so slightly above the retail. But I mean, I don't know. In terms of this one being a sneaker investment, this would probably be, again, whenever you're checking sneaker investments, this would be probably the max it would get to again at some point, like 310, 320. But that's not going to be a year down the line. It's going to be like a year and a half, 2 years, when people are like, oh yeah, you know, I just want to get a pair of Racer Blue 5s, and people are like, what are those? I'm like, oh, you remember this drop? It's one of those sneakers in my opinion. So yeah, again, clean pair, I like it. It's a good retro. But in terms of actual sneaker investment, do not hold this one. That's with any of these ones. Do not hold these. Don't hold the Brotherhoods too. Just do not hold them. It's not worth their time in my opinion. And I think there will be better sneaker investments. Or I don't think there will be. I know there is better sneaker investments or better shoes to hold than these ones right here, heading up in the rest of the year and this month. But yeah, that's everything. So if y'all want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below, those are there in the description. And feel free to subscribe, like down below. Again, if you have any questions, anything down below, just, you know, go ask them. I mean, it's right there, right there. Right there by the description. That was messy, but yeah, that's pretty much everything I gotta mention right there. So hopefully that was well explained. Hopefully you guys understood. I'll end that screen recording though, because I don't really need to leave that up. Y'all have seen that before. So thank you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next vid. Peace. Oh, and also I don't know if I said subscribe and like in the outro. Can we get 215 likes? Okay, I think I'm done now. See you on the next vid. Cool? No? All right, peace.